King's one. I can lift it with one hand quite easily and see what we've got. So, alright, now I'm gonna go put this down. G'day legends, welcome back to another one. Now, as the title states, yes, we're back at the patrol, we're doing some mods, and we're going from AGM to Lithium. So, controversially, a lot of my friends will know that I don't like Kings, and that's because it has let me down in the past, but I have gone and bought myself a Kings Lithium 120 amp hour battery, which we are going to install into the patrol. Now, I went Kings because it was just so hard to say no to it with the price. $499, I got the lithium battery delivered, and that's what we're going to swap the AGM out for. Now, I'm probably not doing the swap out for the reasons a lot of people go lithium. So, obviously with lithium, you get double the capacity almost compared to an AGM. So with this 120 amp hour battery, probably going to have 100 amps usable. At the moment, I've got a big heavy AGM in the back, which is 120 amp hours also, but because of AGM, I'm probably only going to be using about 60 amps of that. So a lot of people go it for the power advantage. I'm actually going it for the weight advantage. Now, previous episodes, you've seen that we bought a brand new caravan. That has induced issues onto the patrol of being slightly over the GVM. So I'm putting about 250 kgs on my ball weight, which brings it up, the GVM up 250 kilos. Because the patrol's so heavily modified, there's a lot of weight in the back here. So I've gone the lithium battery to save weight. Now, the battery in it, I have weighed. It is a Bosch AGM, and it's about 23, 24 kilos. I've weighed this bad girl, and it's not what the weight is on the box. It's coming at 14.1 kilos. So that is a big saving for me, just over 10 kilos. If I can save 10 kilos and get more power, that's what we're doing. So stay tuned. We're going to get this lithium battery installed. It's going to be super, super easy because I run a Redarc BCDC 1225D, which is this one here. Good little product. It's been in the car for 2 years. Now, we've got to change that over to the lithium profile because you want to charge the battery the correct way and the correct voltages and with the correct profile. So we've got to join a couple of wires to change it to lithium. So let's do that quickly. Anyone can do it. You don't have to be super, super sparky electrical wizard. So we're going to do that now, and then we're going to install the lithium battery. I'll give you a look at the two, and we'll go from there. So let's power up the patrol. Okay, so what we've done is we've disconnected the BCDC from the main start battery. So that's what powers the unit and starts the unit. We've also gone and disconnected the old AGM battery. We've got to change over the BCDC to the lithium profile, but before we do that, I thought I'd show you the difference between the batteries. So this is the Kings one. I can lift it with one hand quite easily. Yeah. Fairly good quality. I've done all my research, watched a heap of good reviews. If you want a good one, check out the boys from Aussie Arvos. You can see how light that is. I can throw it around, yada, yada, yada. Now let's grab the AGM. Now, I'm quite a big dude, but this is heavy. This is not a one-handed battery. Two hands, quite heavy. And I'm glad it's going. So, let's put this to the side. We'll join these two wires, which is simple as on the BCDC, and then we'll install the lithium battery and see what we've got. So, all right. Now I'm going to go put this down. Okay, so we're in the back of the big girl, and we're going to join these two wires to change over the profile of the charger. Now, you don't need any extraordinary tools. A little piece of heat shrink, some solder, little butane gun to melt the heat shrink or shrink it down. Some wire strippers. I've got the automatic kind. Can use side cutters if you're good enough. And a soldering iron. So I'm lucky that I've got a cordless one. You can get gas ones, 240 ones, all that sort of stuff. So we'll strip the wires back, we'll join them. Then we can mount the battery back down where the original one was, join that up, hook up the BCDC charger, plug the solar back in, and hopefully it starts charging, and we've got some extra amp hours to use. So let's get these wires joined and keep going. Okay, so they're the two wires which I've previously heat shrunk. I've got heat shrink in my mouth, take that out. So hopefully you can see, but we're going to trim them back to the same length. Boom, done. We're going to strip a decent section back to get a good solder joint. And the other one, get out of my cutters. Got those two there. Grab our heat shrink, don't make a rookie error. Slide that on. Onto one. I've forgotten that many times, then you got to tape it. It looks shit house. And join the wires together nicely. Like so. And then we're going to roll the soldering iron on. So we'll wait for it to heat up, we'll solder it, we'll melt the heat shrink on, and she'll be done. So now that the joint is cooled, we'll slip our heat shrink back over. So it's nice and protected. Grab our little blowtorch just to melt that, hopefully not burn down the car. Flame on. You can use a cigarette lighter, a little less extreme, but I couldn't find one. Boom. Let that cool, then we'll tape it all back up. We'll install the battery. Okay, so that bloody concludes it. So you know you've done a good job when the lithium profile light is lit up on the charger, the solar light's lit up, so I know that it's charging properly. Start the car, make sure it's charging off the car, which it is. So the Redarc one, it gives you all lights, and you can obviously see from the volt gauge that the voltage goes up, so we know we're charging, we're all good. Couple of little questions I know people are going to ask is, why did I go the King's battery? The price, $499 delivered, which I've covered. 12-month warranty. If it lasts 1-2 years, apparently for full discharge, full recharge, you get about 2,000 cycles. I run a 180 watt Redarc panel. I don't think I'll ever fully discharge this, so I've averaged out that I may get around about the 4,000 charge cycles out of it. If it lasts 2 years for $499, I'm bloody dead happy. I've saved 10 kilos. All we can do is see. From the other reviews, they're ball terrors. I'll do my own review once we're a year in, year and a half in. Tell you guys if it was worth it or if I've turfed it in the bin. Lithium is the way to go. So if you are planning to do a 12 volt setup, get a BCDC. Make sure it's got solar input. And I'd strongly suggest going lithium over AGM. AGM is now bloody dirt cheap, so I understand it, but for that weight saving, I know a lot of people run AGMs and they're bloody heavy as you've seen. But yeah, hopefully you got something out of this one, guys. We'll be back out on the tracks, back out in the camp on the next one, so bloody stay tuned. But yeah, that is probably the last mod I'm going to do on this patrol, unless someone tells me otherwise. I think now we've got her to a level where I'm happy, the weight we're happy with. And I've got enough shit in it now, so I'm just going to leave it. I'm sick of working on it. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate all the support lately. It's been bloody awesome. So yeah, see you back out on the tracks, guys. Like and subscribe.